Hey guys, it's me Dave. Welcome to India. I hope you liked that first section of the film. I just wanted to put that there because I wanted to show you what it's like to travel here, because it is a pretty long travel. It's 16 hours almost. So if you're not good at handling time zones being changed like that, then you are going to have a little bit of a rough time, but you'll adapt because we're humans. So the reason I'm talking to you right now is because I wanted to give you a basic idea of what you're going to see next. And I just didn't want to be like, hey, here's your film. I wanted to walk you through it. So that's what I'm going to do. So what you're going to be seeing in this section is culture. That's what this section is mainly intended to be, culture. So what I'm going to be showing you is I went to this really, really classic, old school restaurant about 100 kilometers away in Ahmedabad, which is the largest city in this state. And they preserve this eating style that's been around for almost 1,000 years. So you get to sit and eat just like they did almost 1,000 years ago. And it's pretty darn cool. The other thing I'm going to be showing you is, it's going to be real quick. It's something called the Vastu. Basically, it's a housewarming. My aunt, she got a new apartment. So, I thought that'd be cool to put in as well. And then to wrap things up, towards all the way up in the end of the film, we're going to do festivals. But that's the next section. So let's go. La 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 la. So as soon as you walk into this restaurant called the Vishala, you're greeted with two things. You kind of notice the dim lighting because there aren't any real lights there. There are a few halogens, but they're in this open compound. Everything else is a very dark but kind of relaxing mood kerosene lantern. Everything that's lit, it's lit from these kerosene lanterns, and I really like that type of mood. But you're also greeted with something called Katputli Ka Khel, which is a puppet show. And it's not your average puppet show. There are two people there. This one guy's wearing something called a dhoti. That's the guy in the white. And he has a whistle in his mouth, and he's the main puppeteer. And then there's another guy who plays the dhol, and he also sings. And you'll see him. This is our plate. It's dried leaves stitched together. Here comes our bowls and eating utensils. This is nice. Classic. Buttermilk. Another thing is you have to take off your shoes as well. So this is some of the food we have. This is potato shock. This is green pepper shock. This is okra shock. No problem. This is moonbean shock. This is papad, which is like a chip. Tasty stuff. This is bakri, which is a type of bread. This is rotli, which is a type of bread. This guy is giving jelly bean, which is this, which is basically deep fried dough. This is like a sweet. This is like I don't know how to describe it, but it's dough that's deep fried, and it has like different spices in there, so it tastes really good. Butter itself, soybeans, and water. Towel. So guys, now you have seen what the traditional and classic eating style in India was almost 1,000 years ago. Basically, I wanted to put that in there to show the preservation of our culture here, how it's still the same almost 1,000 years later, and there are tiny other things that I'm going to show you as well. But let's move on to the other aspect of culture that I wanted to put in this film, called a Vastu. The Vastu is a religious ceremony that you would do when you get a house or an apartment and you're just about to move in. Basically, its purpose is to rid the house of any bad luck or any bad things in there that could affect, apparently, how you live in that house. So, my aunt had a 2-day Vastu, and on the first day we did something called the Mandirasan, which is basically when you get henna on your arms and hands. Women usually get that done in our part of India. In other parts of India, men and boys do as well. And then on the second day, we had the actual Vastu, which is where a religious minister or a priest comes in, and he does the religious acts. So, let's see. So this is a sped up video of my sister getting some henna on her arm and wrist. Henna of this complication requires extreme patience and an extremely stable hand for those receiving it and those giving it. This is what the finished product looks like. This man is called a Maharaj. He comes in along with 3 other of his assistants to do the ceremony.
Jagat Bijo, Paramashakti, Narayano, Vitteshwaro, Kubero, Mahadevo, Pujano, Karamo, Aham, Acharishye.
A Vastu is such an important ceremony, especially when moving into a brand new house or apartment, that people were connecting to us via Skype, live from Florida. Lifestyles in India are ever-changing. With the rapid introduction of newer technology, lifestyles aren't the same as they were 10 years ago. Yet somehow, culture has been the same, whether you look today, 10 years ago, or 1,000 years ago. People still believe in the same stuff that they did 1,000 years ago. India is still a third world country, but technologically, it resembles a developed and modern country, just like the United States or some European countries.
जिनके लिए बिन कुछ कहे वो चुप चुप रहे कोई जरा ये उनसे
Audio file 63, folder 2, standby on T-Mark. Man, it is. It's going to rain like crazy. Rain like nuts. Yeah. And T-Mark. Lifestyles in India are ever changing. With the rapid introduction of newer technology, lifestyles aren't the same as they are Retake. You had it right. Expansion. T-mark and action. More and more people are getting cell phones. More and more people are getting televisions in their house. Even people that are beggars, they have. How does that have to do anything with lifestyles?
Take a little advice from